everybody, this is Scott. Just wanted to take a little bit of time on this video to introduce ourselves. This is my wife Jo. A little bit of history about us, a little bit of what we've done with our lives, a little bit about our hobbies and the interests that we have. I am currently a nurse. Prior to that, for about 27 years, I was an electrician. I've done various kinds of construction. I've enjoyed working on cars, trucks, motorcycles, go-karts. If it had an engine in it, I've always enjoyed working on it. I've done the engine work, I've done the transmission work, I've done body work, I've even painted a few things. I'm not spectacular, but I can make things work, and they usually look fairly decent when I get through with them. Just going to try to apply this to a boat. This is the first boat that either of us have ever owned, not even a John boat. If you count a kayak, we've had that before, but this is our first boat. We've flipped houses. We're going to try to not capsize, but flip, aka refit, this boat.
Hello, my name's Jo. I'm a nurse. I already said again. I am a nurse. I've been a nurse for several years. Not putting a number on it. I'm from Jones County, Mississippi. We've lived in Mobile and since then moved to Goshen. First time we lived by the water and fell in love with the sailing YouTube videos, of course. Several are our favorites, but Sailing Uma is one of them. And Sailboat Story, we like your tale. But we just wanted to find a boat that fit us for now. Hopefully, if we like it, we will move up and upgrade to a bigger boat. But for now, we're going to settle with a 25-foot O'Day. We plan on refitting everything ourselves. Even with our flipping houses, we did all the work, from ceramic to the electrical, painting, cabinetry, the cabinets. But we have looked at YouTube videos, we've Googled, we've Pinterest, we've looked at sailboats for sale to get ideas of what we want our boat to look like, and we've kind of picked apart all those, and then we're planning on putting that together in our boat to make it our own. My hobbies, I like to paint, draw, do anything on Pinterest, and I pick out the ideas and get Scott to help me make it. Just a few, of course, not overload him or anything like that. Our next step in the boat is to pull it out, put it on the hard, possibly for a couple weeks, maybe 4, and do all the outside work. Check the hull for blisters, check out the centerboard, completely paint the bottom and the top, and do all the trimmings and outside work that we need to get done while it's out of the water, and then put it back in the water and hopefully finish up the interior. And we've already did the motor. Go ahead and talk. You can talk now.
Well, thank you.
I said enough.
You know, it's hard when you're talking to not say This is like really the 4th time we've done this, and video.
And I learned better in college not to say that in speech.
Anyway, that's enough of the distraction there. But try to make a video without saying or whatever your word is. Anyway,
So,
you saw the video on the Game Fisher 15-horse outboard that we had. We did get that motor running. It runs fine until you try to idle in gear. The motor just does not want to idle with the propeller engaged, which is very difficult to do in a marina because you don't want to go much above an idle because you don't want to bang into other boats trying to back out, get turned around or anything else, and it really wasn't worth it. We got it to idle a little bit enough just to move out of the slip, and then there we were coasting because the motor went dead. Had to get it cranked up again, then gas it to get turned around and get pointed back toward the slip, and then shut it down and coast in, and it was a white knuckle ride for being as slow as it was. It was really, really intimidating. We found two more motors. We bought two Yamaha 9.9 ultra long shaft outboards. One of them is on the boat. We used it to make a 60-mile trip over 2 days. Not a problem out of that motor. The other motor runs. It just doesn't pump cooling water up through the motor like it should, and will shut off because it overheats. Eventually the plan is to go through that motor, open up whatever passages are closed, whatever the case is with it, get it fixed so that we actually have a standby motor if we need it as well. There are other things that we've been doing. We've been working on the woodwork. We've got one finished item here. We've got the tiller handle. We were able to source some dark wood. I wish I could say that that's teak. I wish I could say it was mahogany. But this wood, the dark wood, is actually called sapila. It, from what I understand out of reading on it, is like a cousin to mahogany. It's really not an outdoorsy kind of wood, but it is sealed in polyurethane along with the light wood there that's pine. Yeah, I know that these aren't recommended woods to be used exterior on a boat. If we have to, we'll just have to take care of it every season if need be. If it only lasts 5 years, so be it.
And we'll make another one.
Exactly, because truth is, there's probably less than $5 tied up in that tiller handle. And so, yeah, I wouldn't want to make another one, but it's not a big deal. We could do
But
it
it's
again.
pretty.
It is pretty. I like that. I was tickled to death being able to do that. And a lot of it,
Fits your hand good too, steering the boat. I'm ready to do it.
truth be known, if I didn't have access to tools to make that with, it wouldn't have happened. And I'm thankful for that. We've got other woodworking projects to do. Whenever we bought that sapila, we bought enough wood that we could redo the handrails, we could redo the companionway slides, the tow boards. We could be able to frame out for a new companionway door, one that we could put some glass or plexiglass in if we wanted. And even we're going to put grab bars inside, or grab rails inside the overhead directly underneath the grab rails outside on the deck, just to be able to have something a little bit different. Now the biggest difference will be is that the grab rails on our boat will not look like the grab rails on a 25 O'Day. They're going to look like, I want to say, a 30-foot O'Day that has like the slats on top of the spacers. That's the plan with this, because I'll be honest with you, I really did not want to take the time that it was going to take to cut all the little arches, scallops, whatever you want to call it, in these grab rails. It really wasn't worth it, you know, for what we're aiming for here. Plus, I think that's just a real sleek, sharp look on those boats after looking at it. So that's the goal we're going to take there.
And we're not keeping it true to the original. It's kind of, we're taking the bits and pieces of what we like and putting in the boat, so it's going to just be unique.
Yep. Maybe we should call it unique instead of...
Zephyr.
That's right. The boat's going to be called Zephyr, which takes us into another little interesting tidbit. We're making, at the moment, a companionway door. It's basically going to be solid wood, but it's going to be a little bit different than that. What's that going to be?
We're going to take the Z that we like, and we're going to cut out and put the glass behind it, so when you're looking at the companionway, you can actually see the opening would be a Z. So it's going to be pretty.
Yep, that's the plan with that.
And we'll probably make several doors, but we'll try this one first.
Yep. Right now, one of the goals that we're shooting for is to haul the boat out. Local repair shop, Patalos, here in Gaucher, will haul it out for a flat rate for 2 weeks. You may have heard us mention that before. So that gives us 2 weeks to get the hull done, to get the ablative paint, whatever we're gonna put underneath it done. Want to replace the rub rail, put a new motor mount on it. We need a new ladder. Trying to think, we want to demast it while it's out so that we can get everything sealed back up for all the penetrations through the deck. Just,
For new Howards.
Yeah.
Halyards,
yeah, we've got the,
rigging up.
yeah, we've got the ropes, we've got this boat has the cables for the halyards. And we're gonna splice the rope into the cables and reuse it. The centerboard is stuck. You know, we've traveled 60 miles. I jumped up and down in the cabin floor. It never dropped. So while we've got it out, we'll see what's up with that. It may be barnacles. The board may be split. There may be something worse going on down there. We just won't know till we get the boat out. Whatever it is, it'll get fixed. We'll make it work.
We gotta get the name put on there.
Yeah, we're going to order the vinyl cut letters to get the name put on the boat. A lot of stuff to do while it's out of the water. There's still a lot that we can do. If we don't get the deck painted while it's out, we can paint the deck with it on the water. We'll be fine with that. Trying to think what else
We
is there.
plan on making our own Dodger and Bimini and making the covers for that. We're recovering all the cushions inside. Making cushions for the cockpit. And all the covers for the winch and the tiller and the barbecue grill. Anything that needs a cover outside, we'll make those matching. And we'll probably order a sail. You can design your own and they send you all the cuttings and you sew it together, so we'll be one of those. Look here.
Yeah.
We're gonna organize the boat, create little special compartments, cabinets, shelves, whatever we need, just to make it more organized and user friendly. So we haven't decided on the colors quite yet on the walls. If we don't do wood, we may paint them. So we're going to do the LED lighting all through the boat. We've got LED lights to go on outside for boat parades and such down here. What else?
I guess if I was going to add anything else, between the two of us, we've pretty much talked about what we want to do before we kind of call it finished, except for electronics, of course. We'll do whatever we need to do there and make it work. The other thing that I would just like to add to this is that, us making these videos here, maybe we get a few followers, maybe we don't. Last time I checked, we had 15. Thanks you for everybody that's following us. We try to have fun with this, but we also want to let other people see that nothing's impossible. We may have a little bit more background on this, that, or whatever than some people do, but it's really not that impossible. You've probably got a friend somewhere that would help you get started. Just put forth the effort.
It's never too late.
It's never too late. That's right. It's never too late. And you got plenty of time, more than likely, to be able to do something like this.
We had a late start, but we'll catch up.
That's right. There is a good chance that we won't sail this boat but a couple of times over the summers because of everything that we've got going on, and it probably won't be finished. But by next summer, we hope to be selling a finished boat. And as we go through all this, I want to be able to shoot a few more videos of things, kind of show you how things work, what we've done that works for us. If I see something that I think may be a low budget tip that will still give you the end result that you want, I'll be glad to share it with you.
And I'll be glad to help you with the foo-foo.
Exactly. Poor fellas. Don't let your wives watch her do too much stuff or you'll be stuck. Anyway, don't want to bore you too much. Just want to bring you up to date. The next couple of videos are going to be on the trip from Pass Christian to Gaucher. That was 2 days to cover about 60 miles. Just trying to get to marinas, kind of somewhere in the middle. I mean, you don't want to do too much on a boat that you're not that familiar with, or to be perfectly honest, a boat that you don't trust that much. You know, going into this, our first day, we both discussed it. We were a little bit apprehensive about this because we just really didn't know exactly what we were getting into, because we had never seen the boat sail. We had been on it in the marina, felt it rock in the waves, but that's about as close as we got. And after that first day, we felt a whole lot better. You know, within about 30-45 minutes of being in the water, it was stable. We felt good about the boat.
And we didn't hit any crab traps.
What she means by that is a lot of the channels down here, they drop crab traps in the channels, and the floats are up on ropes, and you don't know as you know, you can kind of tell which way the water's going, but you don't want to get the prop of the motor tangled up around the rope on the crab trap, which wouldn't be very good. So we were avoiding those. We didn't run into anything buried under the water and knock the keel off of our boat. We made that okay. We did get a hummingbird fish finder and put on it. We did find the bottom a few times though. Whenever we got to Gaucher going into the marina, we kind of...
The tide was out. It was wintertime. The water's low, so the bottom was a little closer to the top. But we got out on our own.
We got out on our own. Didn't have to call anybody. Only got stuck about 3 times before we finally got it into the marina. And
Before dark.
Before dark, and before we froze, but we got there.
Yeah, that day it was only 48, so 48 degrees.
Yep, a little bit chilly. But the good thing is, Tiki, where the boat is, has a very nice restaurant. One of our favorite places to go, so we got a good meal at the end of the trip. Okay? Alrighty. Before we go, we just want to remind you, what's on this corner?
Oh,
Subscribe. You can subscribe down here on the button. Subscribe, and down here, she don't make the videos.
Links.
Yeah, there you go. Links to the videos is down here. Then way down here below us, leave a comment. Tell us what you think. Doesn't matter to me. You can offend me, but I'm not going to let you know it. Go right ahead.
We'll ignore you.
Yeah, we'll ignore you. We're good at that. People are people. Anyway.
Don't be rude.
Whatever. We'll be rude back. We do want to thank you for watching, though. We're going to try to make this a little more interesting. We're going to show you a little bit about what's going on, what we're doing, keep you up to date a little better. That's the plan. Okay? Talk to you later. Comment, share, do whatever you can. Help us out here. We're not asking for money. Just watch our videos. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.